All right, Mike, thank you. Well, new here at 4:30, a union leader is giving up his job after being seen making pro-Palestine comments at a New Haven rally on Monday. Plus, controversy at Tweed New Haven Airport continues today. Joining us right now to talk all about it is Dan Haar, the senior editor and columnist at Hearst Connecticut Media. Dan, thanks for being here.
Great to be here.
So this afternoon, we just learned the Service Employees International Union Executive Director Cooper Caraway is resigning from his position. So tell us what's happening with this.
Well, what's happening was, as of Tuesday, let me go back to October 9th. On the Monday after the attacks by Hamas around Gaza in Israel, the rally for Palestinian justice and rights was held in New Haven, a great number of groups. One of the speakers was this fellow, Cooper Caraway, who, as you said, is with SEIU. And that's a pretty big union in Connecticut. So it represents thousands and thousands of Connecticut workers, both state and private sector. He said some things about Palestine which are a little bit mainstream, and he went a little further. He said that our comrades are in Gaza. Our enemies are not in Gaza, our comrades in Gaza. There's some question as to whether he defended the Hamas attacks. Some people think he did, some people think he didn't. Regardless, pressure came from Republicans first and then from all over. And by this morning, he had resigned, obviously forced out.
And another big story here, new reports show that Tweed New Haven Airport has actually been operating without an airport authority license. So why is there a debate over this, and what is the impact for travelers?
It's not, it is technically true that they've been operating without a license if you look at the law from the standpoint of the Connecticut Aviation Authority, which says Tweed needed a license. Tweed said all along, no, we don't need a license, and I think the law favors them. Breaking news today, Tweed did go ahead and seek the license. They filled out the application for the license. So that's a little piece of news that we can report today that happened. In doing it, they issued a caveat which said, we don't really have to do this, but we're doing it anyway, just to keep the peace. The reality is that there's a little bit of a turf war going on between Bradley International Airport and the growing Tweed Airport, which of course has a Velo Airlines with several flights, more than several, a day and a week to various points, mostly south.
An interesting debate going on there, Dan. Thank you. Of course, Dan writes about politics for Hearst Connecticut Media, and you can read his columns on ctinsider.com and in the New Haven Register, Connecticut Post, Middletown Press, and other local Hearst newspapers.